Hey everybody, welcome to the Pagan Perspective. My name is Angel and I'm your Friday host. And today we will be discussing pagan religion in schools. Okay, the question comes from Ayana Brown. Can you make a video on teaching the pagan religion in schools? I mean all types of pagan religion. I don't believe that religion should be taught in schools. So, any religion should not be taught in school. It's just not anything that can, I think, be done in a neutral, non-judgmental, non-persuasive manner. You couldn't have somebody who wasn't pagan teaching these pagan classes. And if you did have somebody pagan, would they be the right pagan? Now, what I mean by right is pagan's such a broad term. And even if you had, say for instance, you had somebody come in and teaching class on Wicca. There's lots of different forms of Wicca. I mean, lots of different deviations from the tradition that still considers themselves Wiccan. It would just be impossible. You would have to teach multiple classes on what Wicca was to all these different people. I think we did a video on having a leader speak for us, and I probably misinterpreted that video, which I may be misinterpreting this question, but it's how I understand it, so I apologize. But the video we did was, having a leader speak for us, and I just didn't think it was possible we could have one leader speak for, the umbrella of paganism. And I don't think that this is a possibility. Not in public schools. Private schools are generally religious in that they're Catholic or Christian or Jewish or whatever they are, which they're certainly not going to teach paganism. That's their religion, their religious school. They're going to teach their religion. Even if you had a pagan school, I guess you could have classes on all different paths of paganism, but that would be like Hogwarts, right? I mean, I know it's not real, but roll with me here. So, I don't know. I can't really make a video instructing how to teach paganism in schools because I don't think it should be taught in schools. I don't think any religion should be taught in schools. Religion should stay, in my opinion, out of schools. Period. It has nothing to do with education. It never did for me or anybody I knew. If anything, any religious stuff kind of muddied the waters for me and distracted me from my education. Anytime that during Christmas, it got very religious, it really distracted me from other things that had to do with my curriculum, my just general studies. So I just don't think that religion has a place, period. Any religion, even my own, in public schools. Now, I'm not saying that kids can't wear their, the symbols of their religion. That's fine. And even if they find people they want to talk to, but being taught in the schools is, in my opinion, highly inappropriate, and it has nothing to do with education. It's secondary education, if anything. You have your general studies that need to be met for, your city and your state and federal laws and what have you, and going to colleges and things. But your religious studies are second, not second best, but second to that, in that they have no place in school system, in a general school system. So I can't really make a video on teaching religion in schools because I don't believe it should be. And so I really don't know how you would even do it. And again, if you were to teach it, who would teach it? And what vein of paganism would you teach? You certainly couldn't leave one out. It would take a long time. And it wouldn't, I mean, even if you just couldn't do it. It's, in my opinion, it's an impossibility. What we can do, as far as religion in schools, is just accept that everybody has their own religion, and it's okay. And as long as they're a good person, it has no bearing on them in school, other than that their beliefs may direct them to be a good person, and just be accepting of that. I mean, I think if we're going to teach religion in school, we should teach it with the golden rule, you know, and keep it basic. I mean, lots of religions have not a rendition, a concept of the golden rule, and that's, I think, what we should teach if we're going to teach anything, if we want to teach religion. Because other than that, we really can't teach religion, or any kind of religion in school. Certainly not paganism. It just would be an impossibility. So I know that probably didn't totally help answer your question, but it is the pagan perspective, and this is my perspective on it, is that it's just not something that can be done and shouldn't be done. And yeah, that's it. So thank you so much for watching, and feeling a little bit under the weather, so I apologize for not sounding very clear. And until next week, everybody have a great weekend, and blessed be. Bye.